Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to our official first live on Pixel Digital. Section. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to our official first live as Pixel Digital. We're a digital marketing company, and we love to give insights and send information to people on how they can improve their business online. Online strategies for this for effective sales, and we have a speaker coming on to join us, and we're waiting for them to join. Thank you for joining. I think our speaker is here with us. His name is Seyi Omotunde. He's an SEO expert and a digital marketing consultant. And he'll be telling us about the best online strategies for effective sales. And if you have a small business or you're a freelance social media manager or sales expert or anything, this live is for you right now. And we're happy to have you here. Thank you. I'm going to invite Seyi Omotunde right now, and we're going to start soon. And thank you for joining. Hi, Seyi. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm very well. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can, and I hope the viewers can hear you too. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
And actually, we've been waiting for you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I was thinking it's something I can job from my laptop before. So until I found out that you're unable to see me, so I'm joining with the mobile device right now. Yeah, so that's all right. Thank you for having me here. Are we starting right away, or are we waiting for anyone? Hello.
No, well, not actually. Hello, I'm still here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you. So guys, like I said, Shay is going to be telling us about the best online strategies for effective sales. He's an SEO expert and a digital marketing consultant. So I'm sure that he has a lot to tell us about the best online strategies that you can use, to grow and increase your sales online. And I, for one, I'm looking forward to learning from him. So, Shay, thank you very much. You have the mic. Thank you.
All right. Once again, uh, good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, anywhere you are watching this around the world. I know the time zone are different. It's 5 p.m. in the city of Lagos, Nigeria, and I welcome you all to this September webinar. Yeah, I guess you have been doing this before, and it's like a monthly webinar. Okay, I welcome each and every one of you, either those people that are going to be watching real time right now, and those that are going to be watching after now. So wherever you are watching, I still welcome you on this call. So, like I said earlier today, like you see in the activity being across the internet for some times now. You can see that what we are going to be discussing today is a strategy for effective sales online. Okay, best online strategy for effective sales. Those are the things that we are going to be talking about at this time right now. And just for us to have a direction, I have like up to like 10 online strategies that we are going to be talking about today. I'm going to be picking those one by one. I'm going to be as much as practical as possible in whatever I do, because from the experience, I found that people tend to relate more when it comes to practical aspect of whatever you are talking about. So that's what we're going to talk about. So should I go on? Are we free right now?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. So
yes, please.
thank you. So one thing we need to have in mind, yes, again, like I said, it's going to be as practical as possible. We need to have in mind is that whatever I'm going to be on you, data point of view cost. Um, Now, when it's come to digital general, everybody need to actually take in mind data-driven decisions are being made. Hope you can see, can hear me clearly.
It seems like your line is breaking a little bit, so I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, it's better now. It's better. Thank you. Um,
Let me check that because, like, I just feel like a response is getting to you across links. Does that get to you?
no, actually, it's just breaking. Actually, it's just breaking.
It's just what now?
I can hear you real time, right? But it's kind of breaking and just breaking in the middle of the speak. I can't hear all the sentences.
Okay. Okay, so let me
Okay.
make this better right now. How about now?
Yeah, it's better now. It's fine. Thank you.
Okay, does my feedback come late with my
No, actually,
huh?
not late.
Okay,
It's not. It's not.
but I'm going to get into it. So, like I was saying, or should I uh, exit and come back? Let me check that. let me exit and
Yeah.
log in again. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That might make it better. Let me check.
All right. Okay, guys, thank you for staying in the meeting. And yeah, we're still here. We just need to give Sheyi a few minutes to, try to reconnect so that we can have a smooth connection. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Is it better now?
Welcome back, Sheyi.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So
Thank you.
yeah, like I said, let's get into it. So, like I said, a lot of things that I'm going to be talking about today are going to be data-backed kind of points. How do I mean? I believe anything that is not that cannot be measured is not digital. So I'm going to be talking about each of these points on the strategy to make effective sales online. Not just only that, but also giving you some insights about what the data sells. Because what I found out is that a lot of business don't listen to data, right? That is why they keep on having the same results. So when you listen to data, there's so many things that you are going to be able to know about your business. So one of the first points I'm going to be talking about this time is knowing your target audience. So it feels like, oh, I know my target audience. So knowing your target audience is not just about what you assume that they are your target audience. So a business can just say, oh, my business target demographic within age 18 to 30, right? But most time, data says otherwise. So some businesses at some point might say, oh, our major customers, the people that existing customers are coming from this particular area, maybe from New York, maybe from Lagos, like a particular location to be precise, right? But data might say otherwise. So one of the best ways that you can know to target your audience, to know your audience to target, is listening to data. And just like we are doing this on the Facebook Live right now, so any business owner right now, if you want to know who are your right target audience, they are the set of people that are dominant age brackets. So how do you get to know this? So what you just need to do is when you go to Facebook page insight, for example, when you get to that Facebook page insight, you will see different insights. But the most important for you when it comes to knowing your target audience is going to a particular insight called people. So there's a tab called people when you get to Facebook insight. When you get to that people, you will see the demographic. You see female, the numbers of female, the number of males, their age brackets. You see age brackets from 13, 17, 18 to 25, thereabouts. When you see different age brackets, you will now see the dominant age brackets. So if in the case your dominant age bracket might even be maybe from 25 to 44, thereabouts. Before looking at this kind of data, maybe you now want to run a paid ad. Most times you might just assume that, oh, people within the of 18 to 25, because you might just assume that those are the places that you have large volume of audience. But when you check the data, most times you find otherwise, right? So when you keep on looking to your data, when you keep on listening to the data, it's going to help you to know the right target audience. And anytime you make decision to run what we call a paid ad in any platform, because almost every platform has this, it's very easy. It will be very easy for you to know what are the age bracket are we going to target. So even if you want to check lookalike audience, what is the demographic? Because when you get to the system, either you get to the ads manager, there's always a place that you are going to be asked, what is the age bracket of people that you want to target? So if you have been looking at the Facebook Insights, especially on the people, you will have known the kind of people that are responding to your organic post. So if a particular set of people are already responding to your organic post, there's much more statistically proven that that set of people, that is set of people that will respond more when you even do paid ads. So listening to the data is one of the best ways you can know the right audience to target. So when you get the target audience out of it, this same thing is not just only about Facebook. The same thing happens on Instagram. On Instagram, you see the 7 days insight, especially when you are using Instagram for business. 7 days insight, you will see all those demographics. You will see different cities they are coming from. So even if you want to scale up out of your city, you want to scale up, okay, let's look at new location. Those data will still help you. So for example, now, if data is naming like top 3 states, it's just saying even if you want to scale up, those are the states that you say you're having current audience, that is the place you should start from scaling up. It's not just like saying, oh, people said, it's not about what people said. What happened most time is as a business owner, we give so much chance to nature. We just leave our business for nature. So when data is talking, a business owner listen. So when you listen to the data, it's going to help you to make a right choice. And at the bottom line, along the line, that's where people now say you are working with data-driven decision. Most of the decisions that are backed with the data, these are the things that will help you to make a successful best online strategy decision in anything that you do. That's the first point. Know your target audience. Like I said, every point we are going to be discussed are going to be backed by data, because data makes it happen right now. All are going to be backed with data. Without data, we cannot do anything. So I hope we get that right now. And you remember, if you're a business owner that you are watching this live or you want to watch this after, the best way you can go to take that decision is to go to your Facebook page or Instagram page, go to the People's tab. You will see what I just told you right now. And you'll be able to make an informed business decision to know the best target audience to target when it's come to online strategy for your business. So that's point number 1. I hope we are following. So if you have any question or concern, you can drop it on the chat. The moderator is going to take note of all that and we'll move on. The point number 2 is using data to understand your customers, right? Like I said, all the points are going to be connected to data, because the way it is now, if you are not working with data, you are working blindly. Yeah, if you are not working with the data in anything that you are doing, you are actually working with data. So use data to understand your customer. It's not just about just understanding the customer. So how will you understand your customer? For example, a very typical example is if you are running a paid ad for the first time, let's say on your page, right? Either Instagram or Facebook or any platform, basically. If you are running a paid advert for the first time, there's likelihood, and you've not followed the first step, right? There's likelihood that you are doing some guesswork, like, okay, let's test for different things. Maybe you want to test for creatives, right? To know what kind of creatives are going to be more appealing to the audience, because you cannot just base your decision on one creatives, right? So not only that, maybe you test for placements, right? So maybe you want to test for places like static image, video, carousel, slideshow, right? That's one of the testing. Remember, I'm trying to connect this to understand your customer, like using data to understand your customer. So by the time you test creatives and you see the creative that resonate with people more, and at the end of that sales, Remember I said if you are doing this for the first time, if you have been doing it before, meaning you already have an existing data. And what is existing data? Existing data for you in this sense, for you to understand your customer, is people that have purchase power, right? That have been patronizing you before. A very typical example, I have so many all kinds of business that I promote and I do online, right? There's a certain kind of business that I do online that I already know that from data, from existing data, right? People that patronize and put their hand in the pocket to buy products, which leads to conversion, are people within the age of 35 to 50. So because I've been doing that for that particular niche of a business over time, so anytime I want to run and get into Ads Manager based on the tests and things that have happened, so there will be no need for me to be saying I want to target 18 to 25. Do you get that? Based on the existing data that is available, proven, right? So when you just, there will be no need for me to do that, because these have been tested over and over again. So when you run what we call A/B testing, right? When you run what we call A/B testing or split tests, as the case may be, of an ad, at the end of your test, the system will tell you that statistically proven, there is confidence that 95% that if you try this 2 times, 3 times, you will still have the same results. So when you have done stuff like that, so because you have tested it before, it's going to be very easy for you to say, okay, these are the people that have purchasing power. So if I need social proof, okay, people within the 18 to 25, you get a lot of social proof from that, but that might not lead to sales. But what we are talking about right now is sales. We're talking about people with purchase power. So it's very, very important for you to be able to understand your customer, to know which demographic, which categories over the time that you have been running ads that has purchasing power, right? Because you will see it. You will see it on your dashboard. You will see it on your insight. You will see it on your analytics, except you are not looking at that. So as a business owner, once again, when data is talking across platforms, I'm not talking about only Facebook right now. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, Google. Because there's no way you are going to run Google ads that you are not connecting your ads to either Google Analytics or Google Search Console. When you get to Google Search Console, you see what people are searching for, right? You will see your top product, you will see the top keywords, you will see all those things. And that will lead us to point number 3. Remember the point number 1, knowing your your target audience, right? It's very, very important. You can't just say everybody are your audience. You have the dominant audience. So dominant audience are your primary, right? Then you move on to understanding your customer based on the data. After you have run series of tests, that test could be from creatives, that test could be from a result of an ads, right? So which will helps you make a decision on the next one. So that move on to the point number 3. As a business owner, especially maybe you have stuff like you are playing on e-commerce, right? Or you have a website that you can direct, like your own media, right? That you can direct customer to from social media platform, from Google platform, from YouTube, from anywhere. You should always do what? A business owner should keep SEO in mind. Even if it's a blog that you have, you should always keep SEO in mind in anything that you're doing. So I see a lot of business owners, maybe they have a product picture, right? A product picture that they want to post either on the social media, either on their blog, either on their e-commerce website, either on Shopify, right? On Shopify, on any platform that you're using. It could be Wix, it could be anything. Any platform that you want to direct traffic to for people to make sales. People will you see some people, they will name the image. Let's say the name of this product is Bone Straight, right? They just call it Bone Straight. Or people will even use the default name that the camera device that they use to snap it, they will just upload it like that. You will now see some of their product image be written image 105, image 1005. Those are not the best way. Those are not the best practice, right? So keeping SEO in mind, we say, okay, that image, you need to rename those images, right? Instead of having image 1020, so you can have where to buy best bowl straight in California, in New York City, right? In Lagos, in Abuja, in Malawi. So when you name your email like that, those are part of keeping SEO in mind. So that, because apart from when you are running, if you are not running paid ad, people will organically go to search engine to search. And search is not just about the search results. Search is about video. Search is about images. Search is about sizes. That's why when you search for some certain thing on Google search, you just find out a video jump into you. Why? That video is optimized. Sometimes you see some image that will come from an image tab that will jump onto you. That is because those stuff are written with SEO in mind. Even when you are writing blogs. So when you are writing blogs or you are writing description or headline about your product, you don't just write it. So if it's a known brand, put the name of the brand, the products. So keeping SEO in mind will also help you to have visibility. At the end of the day, what you are looking for is visibility. It's visibility that will give room for opportunity. Opportunity will give room for people that will now convert. So you want to leverage all your arsenal, all your tools, and keeping SEO in mind. The way you name the title of your page, the name you do your heading, the name you name your images, all that. As a business owner, you need to keep it in mind, because it's not every time that you'll be running paid ads. So for any business that you know that you are not coming to this business to play, you are not living in the next 6 months, you should be keeping SEO in mind for a long-term goal strategy for your best online strategy for effective sales. So that's it. So we've talked about 3 points right now. Okay, I don't know if there's any question on the chat. As at this time, if there's no question, I will move on. So another point is keeping SEO in mind is to create SEO friendly content. You're like, is it not the same? No, it's not the same, right? SEO friendly content. What are the SEO friendly content? When you talk about creating content either for your product, you don't just want to write ambiguous English. Simplicity, right? So, and there's some tools that you can use to search, to test what you are writing, the copy, the description, things that you're writing. So, and there's a tools that you can use to search for some keywords that will make your product or your service, anything that you're into, to come up when people are searching. Tools like Keywords Everywhere. Yeah, Keywords Everywhere is a Chrome extension. So you can go to Google, just type Keywords Everywhere. You can have that extension. So when you had it, type the name of your product or one of the benefits. So people are looking for your product, not even your company name, right? So type the name of your product or what you use that product for, the purpose that product serves. So where to buy shampoo, right? Shampoo, where to order for best birthday cake, best chocolate cake. Like, do you understand? So all those keywords. So for example, let's say you are into pastry and you do very delicious birthday cake, right? Maybe that's your niche, right? So what you need to do is go online on the Google search, type best birthday cake. Maybe in your location, start with your location. You'll be amazed of different keywords that you see. So if you are using tools like Keywords Everywhere, at the top right of your screen, right, you're going to see different keywords that people are searching in the last 28 days concerning that particular keywords or phrase that you type on Google. You're going to see it there, right? So if you are not using any of those tools, at the bottom of the search result, you will see, they will say, people also search for these relative keywords, right? So you will not be able to look at it and use it for your advantage. And how do you use it for advantage? You use it for advantage in writing your product stories, your product content, your product copy, your product headlines, everything that has to do with your product or services, as the case may be. You took that to advantage. And one other good thing that can also help you now, if you look at a section of Google right now, look like Quora, like question and answer. You type something, you see like question, right? When you click it, maybe start like question and answer of 3 layers or 3 tabs. By the time you click to have more, it will be increasing to 10, to 20, to 30. I don't know if you have tried that. you can learn more about that. So
Yeah.
all those questions and answer about the phrase that you type, maybe about your product or service, those are the things, those are the questions that people are begging for answer. So what do? Go to your website, go to your blog, convert all those questions, explain it the way it's relate to your own product, make it to be a frequent asked question. Data is talking, business owner needs to listen. So Google is talking to everybody every day, but how many people listen? You don't just come up with your own frequent asked question. Content is what your customer said it is, not what you want. How do you know what your customer says it is? By listening to data. That's the way to know. Very simple. So what you should put on your social media, on your blog, on your website, any kinds of website, in as much that you want to promote your product or services, you need to do all this with data in mind. Right? That is our point number 4. And the point number 5, be active on social media. Be active. And when I said active, if there's a website called wearesocial.com. So wearesocial.com is a data report website, right? So every year, all around the world, right, they will push out data of what is happening around the digital media. Not only social media, you see all that. They will do the digital marketing landscape for each country. So what you need to do as a business owner in the particular country that you reside, because I know this is internet, a lot of people are going to be watching all around the world, is to go to that data and look for what area can you play. Be active. And when we talk about be active on social media, all these data that the organization are pushing out, which you can leverage on, when they say active, the only data they are telling you is the people that are active in the last 28 days, which is 1 month. So for example, now, if you have not done anything on Facebook in the last 60 days, you are not the data. You are not active. So when we say active on social media, so anybody that are doing something on their social media or their digital platform generally, not only social media, but we focus right now on social media, in the last 28 days, you are counted as someone that's active. And how will you be active? It's not just about posting content. I made mention of something before now. I said content is what your audience said it is, what your customer said it is, not what you. And how do you know? So for example, now let's say as a social media person for your organization or as a business owner, you used to post a lot of things, right? You are not having engagement, but you just find out that anytime you post a certain kind of creatives or formats, or content, let's say quiz, let's say meme, let's say question and answer, you should have an engagement. So what do you need to do to be active? Because sometimes when you are putting your content out and you're not getting the right results that you want, most times because people are not looking into the data, right? And I'm going to share an experience that I have with you guys. I'm going to share so that you will learn from it. So what you need to do, either it's Facebook, either it's on Instagram, audit your page every week, not monthly, right? Do it every week, like every Saturday. What do you do? When you go to your insight, you see the 7 days insight. Then if you have posted, let's say 5 times in that week, right? For example, you will see the top 3 posts, right? You see those top 3 posts, yes. Those are the content that your audience say they want. You see the top 3 lists first too. You see those lists, those are the ones that they say, we don't like this. But if not for the insight, you will not be able to know. You just said, we are posting, but we are not having engagement. So like I said I'm going to share a personal experience. So as at last year, not last year, it started from 2020 during COVID-19. I said, okay, I want to get my YouTube page to be monetized. Yeah, my YouTube channel, personal YouTube channel to monetize. So I'm like, okay, how do I go about it? I was like, okay, a lot of people are looking for information out there. Okay, let me start what I call, it's actually 366 days. Like 2020 was 366, not 365. 366 days challenge, okay. Right? So what I did was I push out video. No matter how small, even if it is 10, even if it is 1 minute, no matter how small, I make sure that I push out video on a daily basis throughout 2020. So I wasn't even feeling bored during COVID-19. Like, I have something, like I have to do this today, right? Guess what? At the end of 2020, right? Still, like, I was pushing out content every day. Still, I couldn't meet up with 4,000 watch hour. I couldn't even meet up with 1,000 subscriber. That's terrible. So I relaxed. 2021, like, I didn't even have any feel to do anything. Like, we've done this thing before now, right? I didn't do anything. 2022, I like, man, I need to get this. I need to, I have so much to offer. Again, when you have so much to offer, it might not be what people are ready for, right? So you need to identify which one among things that you want to offer. The same way with your product and services, with your idea. You need to use data to identify which one that people really, really need at that particular point. So 2022, I said, I'm going to make this happen in the year 2022. Then as at that time, I audited my YouTube. How do I audit it? So as at that time, I have about 700 subscribers, right? Do you get that? I have 700 subscribers, not just having 700 subscribers. Then I have about, that's about, yes, it's just about, I have that 700 plus subscribers. Then I have about 700 and something. It's still within that 700 watch hour, and I need 4,000. So what did I do? I counted my number. I counted my number. Okay. How? So even if I want to do this in a year, so it's like saying I will need an average of 20,000 watch hour in a month. Something like that. Maybe I'm looking like 240,000 views, right? I'm looking like an average of 20,000 watch views per month. That's what I do. So I started January. I was pushing content. It wasn't flowing. So that's when another guy, you are not been leveraging on data. You talk about data every time. So what did I do? So because I already have over 700 subscribers. So I ran a poll, right? So I listed everything that I can train. So I have data analytics. I have media planning, media buying, right? I have, what do I have? I have digital marketing to promote your business online, like business owner. Then I also added digital marketing to promote some certain specific niche, right? Specific niche like affiliates, like people that work from home, right? Like people that are into network marketing. Do you get that? Do you know what happened?
Yes, thank you.
After I did that, the highest results from the poll, guess what? The least thing that I could ever think, if I just want to leverage, if I want to lean on my own understanding, the least thing that I could ever think, I found out that on my channel, people that I want to learn how to take their offline business like people that are into affiliate, people that are into network marketing, right? How to do it, promote it online. They are the people that constitute the highest number, which there's no way that I will ever know that. By the time I checked the results, they were about 49%. Media planning, I was having like 2%. Social media, I was having less than 20%. That is when I saw why 2020 I'm unable to meet up. Guess what I did? I went on a research topic. And when you're on YouTube, when you get to your YouTube studio too, right? Which actually confirms things better. When you get to YouTube studio, you will see where they have research. From the research, you will see what your viewers are checking in the last 1 month. So I checked it, and it still confirmed that people want exactly towards the percentage of highest number of people. So what did I do? I started producing content for the dominant audience.
Yeah.
As I'm talking to you right now, I've met up with my 4,000 watch hour.
Oh, interesting.
That is leveraging on data and active. Something that I target like, okay, in the next 1 year, I end up getting that in 8 months because I listen to data. Each of these platforms have data. How did I listen to YouTube platform data? Just go to YouTube Studio. When you go to YouTube Studio, you go to analytics. From analytics, you will see research. Once you click that research tab, under that research tab, you will see content that your audience are also viewing. maybe even from other people's channels, and you will see how high it is. Is it high, medium, low? Those are the topics. Like, you now have YouTube itself suggesting a content topic for you. So when they have this suggesting a content topic for you, all you just have to do is to go ahead and produce your video for it. So that way you are able to push out the content that people want. What led us to this? Be active, right? Not just be active, leveraging on data, because you can be so much active and you get frustrated, you get depressed because you are not getting what you want. You are not getting the output that you want. So be active on social media. YouTube is part of the social media we are talking about. When you have some certain video that you know that has ISV, you can embed those videos on your blog, on your websites. It also helps the SEO for your products, for your services. So we've talked about 5 different things. Another thing I'm going to talk about is integrating chat features. Integrating chat features on your platform. So one of the things that I learned in the last 2 years when it's come to this is that, okay, so I have some landing page for client, like I do lead generation for some organization. Yeah, I don't have to be their staff. So what I do is I build a landing page. When I have this landing page, so I put different means of communication. So what I learned about integrating chats, messaging, the way to communicate with this is, I found out that on the website, on the landing page, you have a live chat. You also have a WhatsApp button, right? WhatsApp button usually have high click rate.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I found out. High click rate. Remember, we are talking about best online strategy, right? For effective sales, right? Yeah. So when people land on your website, on your page, and they cannot reach out to you, even on your social media, just imagine on your social media, even on Instagram, you now have WhatsApp for Business, and the link in bio, you have message now. You have, I can't, like, I'm not just a trainer, I'm also a business owner. So these are the things that I do. So more click. WhatsApp still have highest click rate. Highest click rate. And there's a way people relate, customers relate with you on WhatsApp. There's a way they confide on you on WhatsApp. And it's not just only they coming into WhatsApp, it's another way to generate leads. Like, you are having leads, you are having people's contact without asking for their contacts. Yeah, that's people's contact that some people might not even take decision immediately. Some of them will come 2 months after, a month after, 3 months after. But you got it from a touch point from social media to your WhatsApp, from your blog or website to your WhatsApp. So integrating chat features, either on your social media or your website, anywhere it is one of the best way, again, that you can leverage on when it comes to making effective sales or strategy online. So I've mentioned up to 6, right?
6.
Yeah. I don't know if you have anything on the chat. So I see we've already have a lot of people here. I see Ojo, Ekanami, Oluwatosin. I see Oyekomi, right? Oyekomi, Oluranti, Adesoye. There's a lot of people that have skipped. Yes, I see JCMC, Ayodeji, right? I see. So all of them are there. So I'm just trying to see if there's any questions. So if there's no other question, let's move to the point number 7. I hope you guys are getting value already. And if you are watching this after now, you can still drop comments. We'll be able to respond to you after now. And this is brought to you by Visual Digital, right? All right. So
thank you.
Number 7. So you connect your social media account to your online store. Connect your social media account to your online store. A lot of people used to look at those things like, these are simple things to do. It's not just about simple, it's about what you get from that. Let me tell you a typical example. So if you have a website that you have your Instagram, for example, connected to it, meaning anytime you make a post on Instagram, it's also appear on your website. Yeah, there are WordPress plugins, there are different things that you can use for that, right? That anytime you make a post, right, on Instagram, it also appear on your website because you connect it there. So meaning, even if you are not posting fresh content on your website, because you are active, right, on the social media, and you connect it to your web store, blog, or whatever it is, it simply means you are still able to push a fresh content. Not just only that, not some of the things we have discussed before, which is like saying SEO in mind. All those things also help your SEO. And what is SEO? For you to be able to have more visibility. Visibility, bottom line, customer, lead generation, right? And
yes, please.
Yeah, lead generation, bottom line. So all these things are very, very important. And there's something in SEO that we call, I'm not talking about SEO, I'm just trying to make this as practical as possible right now, that we call relative links, right? So, and that is why even you that are watching this right now, or you're watching it after, let's assume you don't have a website, you don't have anything. There's probability that if you go to search and you type your name, it will come from a social media that you're active. Either it's come from your LinkedIn, if you have one, either it's come from your Facebook. So, connecting your social media, especially when it's come to business page, right, to your web store is another way that you can create more visibility. Because if you look at from targeting your audience, understanding the customer, SEO in mind, SEO friendly, be active, the bottom line, visibility. Everything, visibility.
Yes.
So this is going to give you more visibility. Another thing you can leverage on, that is my point number 8, is email marketing to communicate with your customer. Especially if you are in an industry that people need to decide, right? People need to decide before they make a purchase decision. One of those industries could be traveling agency, right? Could be hospitality, like hotel, vacation, right? Real estate. People don't just wake up and say, I want to buy a house today. No, people plan for these things. People don't just wake up and say, I'm going to vacation today. You plan for it. Yeah, people don't just wake up and say, I want to buy a car now. These are things that people plan ahead for. So email marketing will help you for this. So when you are running like a paid ad for this category of businesses, then it's not just restricted to those category of businesses. You can come up with your own question. So what you just need to do is to do a lead generation that is connected to your email, like so any email service provider they are using, maybe Mailchimp, MailerLite, Aweber, GetResponse, anyone, right? You connect it to the third party. Most social media applications right now, they give rooms for you to be able to connect to all these third party emails, so that as you are collecting the leads, right? In fact, they even advise that more now. As you are collecting the leads, it's coming to your email CRM, right? So let's say, for example, a real estate company, for example, a cool example right now, are looking to generate leads of people that will likely make a purchase decision. You know that this is not something that people will see now, even if you are running paid ad, and they will buy now. No, they have to think about it. So the best kind of ad that you can run is lead. And when you are running that, you ask some certain questions like, okay, after you ask for their name and their email, the next thing will be, okay, what kind of house do you want? You don't just give them like an opportunity to say, oh, I want this kind of house. List the option that you have at a time. Do you have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, bungalow, duplex, whatever, right? List it. Okay, what is your budget? Don't just leave it open. Leave the budget of the kind of property that you have available. $20,000, $30,000. Put those range there. How long will you like to achieve this? Yes, how long do you like to have this? So when you're asking this kind of question, they will know that you already put them in mind too. How long would you like to achieve this? Put the minimum. The minimum, put 6 months. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Guess what? 1 year will be 1 year, 1 day. 2 years will be 2 years, 1 day. 6 months will be 6 months, 1 day. So with that, you are using that to organize your data, right? So it will now help you to know the kind of content based on their response to the question, right? The kind of content that you'll be sending to them, maybe investment content, money-making content, things that will make them to achieve that dream. And you know, when they achieve that dream, anytime they now decide that they want to buy that property or whatever it is, or they want to travel for vacation, or they are thinking of an hotel to lodge or whatever it is, right? Anytime they think, because you have been part of that journey, customer journey, it's your, and you have been using email marketing to follow up, maybe once in a month, twice in a month, you have been using that, it's your company that they will think first. Because you've given them an idea of what's the range of house that is available, what kind of house that is available. They've started putting their budget along that line.
Working towards it.
So people will not just put their hands in the pocket, right, and pay you. You have to build a brand love, which we otherwise call consideration. Consideration is building a brand love. The first touch point is awareness. They got to know you, right? With email, you build that brand love because you care about them, sending them, oh, this is some smart money decision, like things that can help them to achieve that their aims. So that is another way you can use your email marketing to communicate and connect them, because it's not, we are talking to all kinds of business generally now. So I don't just want you to relate it to only small business. A small business can do that. So let's say you do pastry, you do small chows, birthday cake, wedding cake. People plan for wedding too. Run out about that special kind of best cake for wedding or event or anything. Ask them, what is your budget? Add the budget of different price range that you have, right? How long do you want to have it? Ask 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Some will be short time, some will be long time, so that they can plan ahead. Would you like to book ahead of this? Do you like to do instrumental? Like questions that will make things easy for people. That is how you build your audience. That's how you do it. So it's not just about it's talking about business. The same thing even automobile. Ask them, what brand? Is it Toyota? Is it Hyundai? Is it BMW? Right? What's your budget? Put the available things that you want, that you have in store. Put it there. Let them begin to build towards that. When it's happened, because you've already give them the hint, the info, your brand, your company, your organization, your business is the first one they will contact, because you're already planning with them. So when you use email marketing, integrating with your lead generation to communicate with the customer, that is one of the way and strategy that you can use to make effective sales online. Now we are moving to point.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead to the next point.
Yes.
Thank you much for that. And if you're on this live, thank you very much for joining us. And if you have questions, please kindly start putting them out in the comments. We're sure going to answer them. And if you're listening after, please send your questions also. We'll be answering all of them. And this was brought to you by Bixo Digital. Please kindly like our page and follow us. We give in much more tips about increasing your online sales on digital marketing and all that. So thank you very much for listening. And Sheyi has been giving us a whole lot of insights on how to improve your sales and all of those things, and it's been great. And we can't wait to hear more of that. Thank you very much, Sheyi. Please go ahead. Thank you.
All right, so the next one I'm going to talk about right now is customer service first. Your customer service. So you have different kinds of operation. Yeah, sometimes you face with difficult customer, but again, your customer service first, because customer service will give back to referral. There's so many places that you have been to, like you come out from some certain place that are like, I love these people. If you see the way everybody wants to feel love, everybody wants to feel special. Their customer service are top notch. Okay, maybe even if you are into traveling business, even if you are into transport business. I remember there was a time that I traveled out of my location to another, and immediately I got to the hotel room. Guess the first call I received? The transport company. Like, oh, good afternoon, Sheyi.
Oh,
Oh, you did this today. We hope you enjoyed the ride. Like, so I'm coming back to my destination again. I don't have any other person, any other company to think of. I just book online from the same company again. Little things that count. So just because that you make a purchase after you have back and forth chats and they deliver, go ahead to ask, how is your services? How was your services? How do people attend to them? Are they getting the real value they want from the product or the service? People like these people are not just concerned about making those instant money, because that is what will keep you going. That is what will also resort to what we call long-time value, LTV, long-time value of the customers. This is what's happened in most cases, especially online, either social media. For a small business, for beginner, when you start running ads, it might look as if you are losing money, right? So let's say you run ads of $1,000 as a small business. That would be a big money for you as a small businesses. But from the day one, if you keep measurement, if you keep tracking, if you keep lead generation in mind, you now realize that you are building customer base. How do I mean? So there's possibility that you run a paid ad of $1,000 and you make sales of $500. Sorry, $500. So it will look as if, how will I run a paid ad of $1,000 and I make sales of $500? Like I'm running at loss by $500, right? But what usually happens along the line is when you serve those people well, without running a paid ad, they came back for repeat purchase. And when they came back for those repeat purchase, small businesses don't usually think that, even when I'm not running ads now, which account do you want to write that? But for every businesses that are looking for, that understand long-term value of a customer, even when you start as a beginner and you run out of $1,000 and you make sales of 500, you not bother about it, because and you implement your tracking, because you know that even when you are not running ads, right, you are still going to milk sales, and as at that point, that is a profit
for you.
I have some customers that patronize my businesses. Like I have some customers that they have been with my business Softweb since 2010, and they are still there up to now. Guess what? It's only one paid ad that brought them in. If not one paid ad, it's only one referral that brought them in. Only one. And they stay. Loyalty. Yeah, I used to say, loyalty is like Wi-Fi when it comes to business. But when you treat them first, when you make the customer first, right? When you make the customer first, they stay loyal. And when you think about the long-term value of a customer, you treat them well. That's what I said, customer first. Because when you implement all these things and you have very bad customer service, it's a wasted effort. It's a wasted effort. You implement everything, you have bad customer. So it's going to be only one sales off. And as a business owner, you don't want one sales off. You want a repeat purchase, because the main profit is in repeat purchase. It's not just about one-off purchase. So, and that will lead us to our last point. Okay, our last point is like giving offers, right? Giving offers to your customer. That could be in forms of reducing the cost of shipping, right? Like, so let's say people already know that from your location to their location, right? And again, there's a way you can mark up this on the product itself. If you know that you're going to give an offer, there's a way you can mark it up on the product itself. Then you will now subsidize the shipping. They know that it could have cost $10 to move the particular product from your own location to their own doorstep. That's okay. We are going to be giving you 25% discount, so you are going to pay 7.5, and this is highly subsidized. And you know that this does not happen anywhere based on the distance. So when you gift offer, so when you are running such a campaign and you have free delivery, right, or 50% off delivery, everybody, no matter how wealthy, people want that kind of offer. No matter how wealthy, people want to save costs. People still want to save money. In this part of the world, there's some certain things that I'm talking about Nigeria right now, right? In this part of the world, there's some certain things that businesses can also leverage on. Doing payment on delivery in this part of the world is a big deal. It's like giving an offer. Because our internet space right now still needs a lot of trust in this part of the world. I can't talk about every other place, but in this part of the world, so when you are doing payments on delivery, right, it's like giving an offer. But
we're encouraged.
these are little things.
Yes.
So if you try, so on your creative that you're running ads, you say, oh, payment on delivery, like on your headline, you find out that you always have more people that are requesting for your products than when you say pay before delivery.
Mm-hmm.
You have. So these are little things, and these are things that you can sacrifice for as a business owner. These are things that you can sacrifice for as a business owner. So giving offer is going to reduce, which is like, for example, reducing the cost of shipping in some other country, but in this particular environment I'm in Nigeria, right? If every time I have a product that I offer payment on delivery, I used to have high turnover because people still have this trust issue that I want to see it. I don't want, I will say this in pidgin, waiting there the cover, not be waiting there inside.
Yes. What I thought. Yeah.
I want to see it. Oh, most of those things that I've seen on internet, they are not real. So when you offer payment on delivery on this part of the world, it's an offer. Yeah. It's not all your competitors are not doing that. Yeah. And when you are doing that, thank God, especially if you're in a place like Lagos, it's now more easy with Go-Kada Rider. Yeah. It's more easy with Go-Kada Rider. So you just, and they are reliable. Like, once you get there, if there's not doing the transfer, please don't deliver this. That's all. So with that, you are making more sales from online, right? You are using online model to run an offline business. Yeah. Some people still find it difficult to do what? To click like that, all those connect that you did, right? That you connect that, okay, when you get to landing page, click order, add to cart, feed information. That is a whole lot of headache for some people. So either you offer free shipping. If you are capable, you can do free shipping too, which we call free delivery here. But most times you can mark up those costs on the product itself. It's until you tell customers before they will know. You can mark up on the product itself. Yes, you can mark up on the product itself. So when you apply these 10, you might not start with all of them. You can start with the 4, you can start with 5, you can start with 6, you can start with 7, you can start with all of them at the same time if you have the capacity. When you begin to apply all these things to your small businesses, big businesses, because we talk from small businesses to big businesses, I believe you'll be able to have a different result when it comes to your business on social media platform, on online platform generally. So that is it for me today. Over to you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Shay. That was very insightful, and you know, listening to this, we've learned a lot about data, people, and talking about SEO, and most importantly, your content. All these things all together, taking notes, the analytics, and everything, and how they work together. You know, it actually helps to sales and all of those things. That is very insightful.
Yeah.
And thank you very much. And
thank you for
you know, talking about the best strategies for online sales and all of those things. I mean, we all know how important data is, audience, and all of those things, right?
Yeah.
And I've been thinking, I don't know if you're listening and you have a question, please, now is the best time to start typing. And if you're watching later, you can also drop your comments and we'll, reply immediately. I wanted to ask that there are times that, some businesses are, maybe they feel that they're doing everything right, they've studied their audience and all of those things, and maybe they're running ads or everything. And yes, they can. I've heard business owners complain a lot about this. They can be maybe getting followers. There's an indication that there's traffic on their website. There's indication that even on their Instagram, Facebook, people are actually following. But those people are not buying, they are not bringing money out of their pockets to pay, but you can see that your engagement is there, people are following you. What could be wrong there? What do you think is wrong?
So, okay, thank you for that question. What they will need to do is, again, look into data. Okay, someone, Ojo said he asked a question. Please drop a question. Okay? What you need to do again is look into data. So what specific data do you need to look at this time based on the question that you just asked? You look into the data of already existing customer that are making purchase. You look into the data. Okay. And what is the data you need to look for? You can look into the data of their age brackets. Remember when I was talking about using data to understanding your customers, right? In order to be able to make sales. Yes. I made mention of, okay, let me just make it clear. So there's a particular product that I still promote, is the nutritional health product, right? So what I found that over the time, when it comes to engagement, youth do a lot of engagement. When it comes to making sales, people that buy products like in large volume, they are elderly people. I don't want to conclude, but I used to say that people that are from age 40 and above, right? They are so conscious of their health, more than people that are within the age of 30. Do you see that? So just imagine, because I'm young, right? I'm now focusing on the people within my age bracket. I will have more engagements. I will have more I will have more comments. Oh, well done, great products, all these things. But that will not result into purchasing power. So again, look into the data, then look into data. And when you look into data, what you are looking for specifically at that point is the people that are already purchasing from you, existing purchaser, right?
Customer.
Existing online shoppers, right? That are buying products from you or your services, whatever the case is. What is their age bracket? You now use that idea to be able to do, okay, if this is the predominant people that buy this, so there definitely going to be a look-alike of them. So let's scale. So if anytime you run ad before, what you have been having in Facebook data is like saying, oh, we are targeting 200,000 people, right? Maybe with like let's say like $100 per day, maybe with like 10,000 per day. And in those data, you find out that those data started from like 25, right, to 55. You now find out that people that are making more purchases, right, from that data, they are from like 40. Number of the audience maybe to like 500, and make the larger percentage of those people to be within the age bracket of people that have the higher purchasing power. That is it. So what does that mean? Meaning you want to increase the number, but you are not starting from people that doesn't have purchasing power based on the data that are available to you, right? For example of what we are talking about right now, we're talking about people within the age of 35 to like 55. So what I will just do is I will leave those other age brackets out, and I'll focus on that. I'll increase the number, because come to online, the higher opportunity you have, the more conversion. So it's like saying on every 1,000 or on every 100, the industry standard is 2%. So let me make it simple now. So let's say on every 100 people that sees your ads, right, there's only possibility of only 2 people that will take action. So
Wow.
it simply means if you are having 1,000 people, right? Yeah. If your ad display to 1,000 people, simply means you're only having 20 action, right? So with that basis,
Yes.
it will help you to increase the number, meaning the higher the number, the more opportunity,
The higher.
the more conversion. So when you have that
Yes.
understanding, like, so when I look at the orders, I was okay, I'm targeting 1 million. I quickly, like, it's not all of them. So I quickly check that 2%, like, this 2%, is that enough? No, let's increase this. Let's increase this. What are you trying to do? You are increasing, as you are increasing it, you are increasing the opportunity. And when you have more opportunity, you have more conversion. So when you have a channel, a page that is having more engagement and you have not having more sales, it's still part of understanding your customer based on data. So, and you now identify the problem, that the problem, okay, engagement is not the problem, but we are having low sales, right? We are not having conversion as we were before. Okay, the people, that does not mean that we are not having conversion at all, but it's low and we want to increase it, right? So the demography of people that are buying, can we look into that? If you look into that, okay, can we run a paid ad and focus on them? Can we increase the number? Try that.
Yes.
And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that answer.
Yeah.
It was a perfect answer for very much. And I'm having trouble reading Tosin's question. I guess you said there's somebody trying to ask a question before. Please, if you have any question, kindly send them now so that we can answer them. I don't know if you can see
I'm trying
questions on your
question here now. Ojo, can you draw some important tools for SEO purpose? Okay, so Ojo, so when it comes to SEO, right? There's this website called WebDev, web.dev, dev, right? WebDev, right? So when you get there, you have a kind of Lightroom environment where you can just post. So when you get to that web dev, you see a tab called measurement, right? Measure. So click on that measure. When you click that measure, that's where you will start from. When you click the measure, enter the URL of your website. I mean the domain name, the name of your website there. You put it there. When you put it there, it will first of all diagnose everything about your website, right? To tell you like the speed of how your website loads, because all those things also contribute to SEO. How does it contribute? So if your website is loading very slow, you're going to have high bounce rate. So that is just like saying you are taking your website to the lab on web dev, right? Like taking it to the lab. So you look at, so it might be some of your images are too the kilobytes too high than the standard, right? Than the standard. And if it's too high, it simply means it's going to take time for your image to load. So you just use that website first to actually analyze, is your website is going through the standard, best practice, mobile responsive, mobile include, because now everything is mobile first, right? Everything is mobile first. We're having this mobile, right? So that's the first tool.
Thank you.
Web.dev. So the next tool is you're going to actually work with a couple of Chrome extension, right? One of the Chrome extension, I mentioned it earlier, keywords everywhere. Keywords everywhere. Once you search it, add it to your Chrome extension. It's available on Firefox extension as well. Another one is SEO Quick and SEO Trend. So there's what we call SERP, Search Engine Result Page Trend. Search engine result page trends. Just write SEO trend or SEO quick. So what does that mean? So someone that wants to do SEO, first of all, you want to know which particular page is your website is at a particular time that you started implementing your SEO strategy. So let's say your website is on page 10, right? SEO trend, right, will be able to tell you, to let you know how you have been improving on your SEO strategy. So with SEO 10, it's going to change your search results, and it's going to list it with numbers, with different colors. So green indicates that, so if it's indicating green, you have +1. So when you have +1, it simply means, let's say your page, your website on the search results is currently on number 20, right? SERP Trend will do that for you. Number 20, right? And you now see +1 in front of that 20. It simply means your page is actually 21 before, but it has increased by 1 spot.
Okay.
Because you don't just want to walk it blindly. Even if you are doing this for,
Yes.
without that, you will not be able to know whether you are improving or not. You just, we are just doing this. It's not even your one page. But when it was on number 20, move to 10, you see 5 spots. So if you show gray, sorry, if you showed pale yellow, not a regular yellow, pale yellow. If you show a pale yellow, it simply means your website has been at that spot. You are going to even see the date there. Has been on that spot since particular dates. For example, you can see it has been on that spot since August 25th. Meaning, if your website is on number 15, simply it has been on that number 15 for the since August 15, it has not changed. Like, why is it not changed? You'll be able to think of why. What do I need to do? So these tools that I just mentioned now will be help you to be able to track everything, and know what are the other things that you need to implement. And it's also very important that anytime you are working with SEO, that you actually connect your website with Google Search Console, because Search Console will be telling you those keywords that are topping, and will telling you the average that you are too. So you can also leverage on the same data that the Search Console is giving you and implementing it on your website for the SEO, because you are not working blindly, right? So remember, web dev, keywords everywhere, SEO trend, and SEO quick. SEO quick is SEO QUAKE, right? Those are the tools that you can leverage on. Is there any other question?
Thank you. Checking from here, and I don't see any. I don't know if you can see on your end. There's any question?
Yes, it's very correct. Web.dev. Yes, it's very correct. Yeah, I'm just reading through keywords everywhere. That's very correct too. SEO quick, you can add that. Then SERP trend. SERP means search engine research page, right? Trends. So that's it. Yeah. So that's it.
Right.
I think there's no other question at this time. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. And it was really an insightful class, talking about the best online strategies for online sales and all that. And it's been awesome listening to you. And, to cut everything short, talking about data, content, and audience. I think these three things are very, very important, if you want to be successful with your online business, right? Talking about data, using your analytics and using it to study your audience and knowing who your target audience are.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. And talking about people, what interests them, what is their age rate, their demography, and all of those things. And also SEO and all of those. It's been a wonderful, listening to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having
Mr. Shea.
Thank you.
Yes, thank
you.
Thank you so much for joining this live. We're happy to, have you here. It was fun, having this little gathering. Thank you very much. And please kindly follow our page, Pixel Digital, on Instagram and also on Facebook. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much, Sheyi. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We end the live now.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.